Welcome to this training, and today I will teach you how you can create a simple product landing page just with HTML. Now I've downloaded the image I want to use in the landing page, but I need to transfer it from my image folder to the coding folder where I store my files so that I can add them to my code easily. Now to do that, I just go to my file. Just go to my file. For Android user, I'm using the yellow file. Then come to image here. I already renamed the images and I'll post them in the group so that you can use them. I use the names I'm using also. Now the next thing you do is to click on the tool, then click on copy to internal storage, Android, media, coding. Then I'll paste them here. Now they have been pasted here down. Just need to go back to my code app. This is it, code app. Then go to files. Look at them. You can see the two images, landing page 1.jpg and landing page 2.jpg. So these are the two images we just copied and pasted here. Now the next thing we do is to start coding. Now you already know how we came up with this setup. In case you don't know how to come up with this setup, watch the first video on this playlist to know how you can come up with this setup and understand everything here. Now the first thing we are going to do here is to add the heading, which is the h1 tag heading, to head the website. Now let's just say website landing page. I want to run this. You can see this here, website landing page. Then next thing we need to add is like, let's add the unordered list UL. Then we add the list tag, which is the L tag. Then add home, another list tag. Let's add product, and let's add the last list tag, which is about. No, let's make it contact. Now this is it. Now the next thing we are going to do here is to add the product. Like let's add an h2 tag. Then say see product below. Yeah, let's run this. I can see what it looks like now. Now let's add those images we transfer from our image folder to this coding folder. To add those images, first of all, you just need to add the image tag. Then now I want the image, like the two images, to be on a separate place, different from the rest. Now we use the div tag to like differentiate parts of your website. The div tag. Now we can add the div tag and close it. The div tag is used to organize your website so that you know where you make a mistake and you can easily correct it. So the div tag organizes your website and make it look presentable. Even if another person writes the code, you can edit the code, understand the code. That is what the div tag do. Now we add the image tag inside the div tag. Then add the src attribute. src was in. Then the name of the file. The name of the file was my landing page landing page one dot jpg. That was the name of the first image. Then we also add the other image using the image tag also. Then add the src attribute. Then the other image name was landing page 2 jpg. Now let's run this code. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Yeah, let's check the names again. Landing page 1 jpg, landing page 2 jpg, landing page 1 jpg, landing page. Oh, I have not saved the file. Now to save this, if you don't save the file in your folder, you can't really, the image can't really appear because the file is not saved, so it is not linked. Now to save it, just click on save. Just click on save, then save it to the folder where the image is, which is this code folder. Then click on mark. Now when you run the code, you see that the image will appear. Now you can see that the two images have appeared. Now we need to control the sizes of the images, and we can do so using the width and height attribute. And let's control it. Width attribute. Then we add 320 px and height we use 240 px 40 px. Then we do to the second image 320 px and height also 240 px. Now let's run this. You can see that the image is fit in the website. Now the next thing we need to do is to come below this div, because this div is just for the two images. Now we should create another div. Oh yes, create another div tag. Create another div tag for this right up. Then just add the p tag here. Alright, we offer services at low prices. Okay, now that's okay. Now let's close this div tag. Then come here and add a form tag. We should first add another div tag for the form. Close it. Div tag for the form. Then add the form tag. After doing this, you just have to start adding your inputs. And before you add the input, you need to add the label to label the input tag so that you don't type wrong. Now just add label for name. Label for name. Then add name here. Then add a colon. Then here we add the input. Then close it. Then add type attribute. Type attribute is used for displaying the type of input. there are different types of attributes. We have the number attribute, we have the text, we have the radio, we have the checkbox in the type attribute. Now we are going for text because it's a name. Now just click here. Now add a BR tag to break the line so that the next one don't continue on the same line. Then label again, label tag. Then for the label tag, let's add the four attribute to describe it and add, let's say, email here. Email, email. Now what we will do next is to add the input. Input here, input. Then the type, just make it text also. Then add a BR tag here, BR tag. Let's go down and let's add the the message the person want to release in. Now to add the message, you need to add the label first, label tag, then add, let's say, message here, message. Then here also we add for, let's say, message also. Now for this name attribute, then just write message here. Now when you run this, you can see that the text area, the for the message, the box is more bigger than the one for the email and the name. Now to make it look more presentable, just add the BR tag here so that it look more beautiful. BR tag. Now let's run it. You can see how it looks now. BR tag. It's making it come to the bottom. Now this how the contact form work. Now let's add the placeholders for them. Now let's add placeholder attribute. Alright, enter your name. Then for the email, let's add the placeholder attribute. Then let's add example@gmail.com. Then while for the placeholder, we should just leave it like that. Now let's add the button tag. Now let's add a BRO to make it not continue the next line. Then the button tag, button, and add submit. Now when you run this code, you can see that you can fill the form and click on submit. So this is how to actually do it. Now for you to let me show you another thing you need to add to make the customer fill everything in the form. Now you need to add the required if it is really required. Like name might not be required, but the email might be required. But let's make everything required here. Now to let that happen, just add required here. Required. It's not an attribute. When you run this code, if you submit it like this, we say please fill out this field, it means that it's required. But if you just fill anything in, if you don't even fill this to the form can also submit, yes. But let's add required to all the input. Now let's add the required here. Required. Then let's add, no, let's leave the message. Let's not add required in the message. Now when you run it, when you fill here and you don't fill here, you fill here, you can't submit it. You say please fill out this area, but like when you fill it, now you can submit. Now these are the required work in a form. Now this is just a simple form with HTML. Now this is a simple form. You can go into more complex, like designing the form with HTML and using the post, put, and get method to get the values imputed here when the submit button is clicked just with JavaScript. With CSS, you can design this landing page more beautiful. And that is all for this training. Thanks.